Pick up another you call in the parking lot in Tucson. Are you with me? When I stand with the roof gone, I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Then you can get a move on, like you haul, and I know we need to go slow, but we could go faster. Maybe the best.
Hey y'all, hold on, give me a minute. Gosh, put these AirPods up, keep connecting. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. I can't hear anything. Sorry, y'all. We had some technical difficulties. I almost fell on my bed. Hold on, let me take this song off. I stepped on some squishy stuff. That's what y'all heard. What's up, y'all? Welcome to it. All right. Child, I have my notes. I have my notes prepared because this is a mess. We gonna get into, hold on, let me close my door. I have my notes. Give me a minute. Now, I want to apologize for my tardiness because I was supposed to be here earlier. And what happened was, y'all, I had to get my notes. I had to pause. I had a lot to do. We do have the cold folks here. So I had to walk with the kids to the store and make sure they're good. It's a lot going on out here, okay? All right, so we finna get into it. So we have season 7, episode 1. I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow. Hey, I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow. This is Love at the Lockup Recap, y'all. Love doing Lockup Recap. And we're gonna talk about it because, baby, I'm gonna talk about it every time. It's a lot. Okay, so let's go into Emily and oh Lord Jesus. I hope y'all got y'all glass of wine, glass of juice. This is a mess. Okay, so we open up the show with Emily and Justin. They're our first couple that we get introduced to. Emily goes to Nevada. She meets up with her friend from the airport. And then we get the background of Emily. Hey. So Emily says she always has this aesthetic to where she like the big chest, the big butt, and the big lips. And then she tells us a little bit of her past and how, that was just her aesthetic. So while her and Savannah meet up, they get in the car, they head out. And while they're at the gas station, she was picking up her luggage and her friend, she gets in the car. Take that back. She gets in the car. And they asked her her friend Savannah asked how was the flight. And she said it was a small plane. She don't know what she was thinking. So Emily, they're having a conversation. Emily says she's on the West Coast. And I'm kind of like, okay, well, Nevada ain't the West Coast. I thought it was. But anyway, she says she's from the West Coast and she's a business owner. And her goal is to make money for her son, herself, and her man. That's what she said. Her son, herself, her man. So, while her and Savannah are driving, now she's in Nevada, which is like 40 minutes. And they're talking, Justin calls. And then we meet Justin. So Justin give his charges of what he did. And then we get into how basically, she tell him she can't wait to see him and they start their life together. So basically, they both tells us in their confessional that Emily says she met. Now listen to this. This the gag. Emily meets Justin off Facebook. They met 6 months ago prior to this, okay? She says how she met him, it was a thing of how people you should meet. So, Emily went and messaged him. She got a message back from the ex-girlfriend. I mean, when the ex-girlfriend message you back, that means she trying to drop him off. Okay. The ex-girlfriend messaged her and say he would like to meet her. He want a picture of her and he's interested in her. So she sends it. And then they start chatting through the ex-girlfriend, basically. So then she goes to visit him. Okay. He said that he knew it was something different because when he first met Emily, she was a little shaken, but he first grabbed her, gave her a kiss, and she was shaking a little bit, but then once she got comfortable, they made each other feel comfortable and feel great to have a conversation. So Emily goes into saying, it's hard for her. She travels a lot. She's a mom and her mom knows it, but her and her mom feel like, she's missing a lot out when it comes to her son, right? And Emily basically says, Justin mess up doesn't define who he is. So her friend looking like drive it. The producers are so shady. And she kind of look at like, what? Now this the lie that was told. We finna get, because when I break it down, the lie that Emily told Justin, y'all mouth gonna drop. Okay? Y'all mouth is gonna drop because mine did. So she say, she don't, she hope Justin don't break her heart, and stuff like that. And she say, so Emily told him she's gonna look at a new place that's 40 minutes away, right? Now, she told him she is a lastitician at a brothel. Hold that. I want y'all to remember that. She's a lastitician at the brothel. Okay? Hold it. Don't move it nowhere. So Emily says he has nothing to worry about. And Justin say, he don't like her working at a brothel. He's a little upset. He don't trust it. He want to make sure this is right for her. She say she loved Justin. I ain't gonna play with you. I said the same thing. She said that she loved Justin. She's saying she understands where Justin coming from. But Justin's not finna mess up her money. That's what she said. She said that's how they eat. He not messing up her money. She gotta get to the money. So then we go to Baltimore. All right. Let me tell y'all who we finna meet next. Child, this one is a mess too. Lord Jesus, these stories. First of all, we TV and these storylines this year, baby. You gotta make sure your hair stay intact, your edges, cause the way they got these storylines, baby. Y'all mouths are gonna be like, wait, what the hell? The storylines this year, whew, it's a lot, and we gotta surprise somebody that's back. We gonna talk to it, girl. Talk about it, girl. We ain't even getting to part 2 because it's another couple that's coming into part 2. We're going to jump into them tomorrow. So we go to Baltimore, Maryland. We meet Goddess and Demond. Goddess was in the store. She was trying clothes with her mom and getting some clothes, fitted. I think the lady owned the store. I don't know if that's her auntie or somebody, but they helping her style or whatever. So she's in the store trying clothes with her mom, and her mama was like, you gonna send them on a picture? And she was like, go ahead and send him a picture. So the lady was like, yeah, let's send him a picture. She say, she put her hair up and stuff like that. Her mama name is Natisse. So the Goddess said that she hated her name growing up because the producers asked how she got her name. She say, I liked it, my name. Right. She say, I love my name. She say the only thing was I would tell people my name and they'll be like, no, what's your real name? And she was like, that was her name. And then she was like, that's what her mama named her. Like when she came out, she didn't have a name yet. And so when she gave birth to her, she just gave her that name. That was her name. And so, as that's going on from her confessional, we go back to her mother. So her mother asks her, do they have adult phone conversations? And Goddess said, no, we don't do all of that. And so Goddess introduced us into Demond. Now, what kills me, baby, about her is sad because, Lord have mercy, it's a lot with this one too. But let me hold it. I'm gonna hold it for y'all. Say she has a love for him and like an obsession that's like fatal attraction type of way. She also says he makes her, cheats her, and she can't wait for him to come home. So Damon introduces himself and he's showing his tats to the camera, to the people, and they had to tell him, "Hey, put your shirt down. You can't do all that." He said, "My bad." He like, "This my tattoo of my kids. I'm like, "Damn, nigga, hold on." So he said he was incarcerated for 2 years and he gave his charges. And he said that he get released in 6 weeks. So, it goes back to her changing, and then she get a phone call from Damon. So Damon mentions how he missed her. He ain't talked to her all day. She say she miss him. She ain't talked to him. And then we get, let me tell you something. You gotta see it, because when I tell you, you can tell he is street, and the way he dressed and the watches and stuff. I'm gonna just say that. The mom mentions how he missed her, and then in the confessionals, he said he loved her. He calls her Gigi. His nickname is Moo Moo. He said his nickname. And then Goddess say their relationship started because Goddess does hair. And she say that's what she does. She braid hair and style hair. She do a good job, y'all. If y'all get a chance to watch it, it is on Peacock or Amazon Prime. Baby, y'all know the braids that go to the back and then the sew in, and some people don't cover the track. Baby, when I tell you, this girl can do some hair. Goddess can do some hair, baby. I hope this showcase her hairstylist. I ain't never seen nothing. Baby, braids, braiding and sewing styles. The girl can do some hair. I seen it. They show a little bit of her portfolio. She can do some hair. She a bad one. She a bad one. I gotta give her that. She a bad one now. So she said she did his hair, she did his braids, and they instantly connected. She said she liked his swag. So the moment that they got, start talking and start getting together, everything heating up, he get locked up. He fuck it up and get locked up, child. And then she said when he got locked up, she realized they still had a connection because they were still talking. Hold on, because y'all finna be like, what? Baby, we ain't get to the meat and the potatoes. We only in the beginning. And so he said he been with Gigi for a year. He said he feel like he could talk to her, and like it's just like they can have a conversation. It feels real, you know what I'm saying? So while they on the phone, he said that he want to do all stuff to her body and suck her toes and all of that, and talking about she can lick his toes and all that stuff, child. They get a little X-rated. So Goddess say her biggest thing now, she don't have no fear. She say it's the bedroom, because she want to know how big it is, how it look like. Is it big enough? Will it make her go, oh my God? Like, child. So after they get off the phone, he tells her he love her. She say she love him too. The mama say, no, you don't. And so she told her mama to stop or whatever. And then her mama asks her, asked her, she asked her mama would Moo like the outfit, and she saying no. And Goddess say, I know he will. He like everything that I put on. And Goddess mama is concerned. She said that exactly. She said he'll tell you what he wants you to hear. He'll tell you anything, meaning he'll tell you anything. And she said she don't want her heart broken because she's seen these patterns before. Oh, we're gonna get into how Miss Natisse, I hope I said her name, we're gonna call her Nene, seen these patterns. Oh yeah. So Gigi mama say she don't have a problem with Goddess dating someone locked up. She say she did it. She say Gigi Goddess watch her be a jailhouse gigolo. And she was loyal to him in and out. So we're going to get into about Gigi Daddy, because Gigi Daddy, we're going to get into that and how the mama was talking to other people while Gigi Daddy was in and out of prison. Oh, we finna get into that too. Because I was like, what the hell? She said she feel like Goddess is different because she feel like that's not who Goddess is, because Goddess has something going for herself. So Miss Nene tells Gigi it's cool and it's fantasy while he in there. But when he get out, it's all gonna come. He come home, it's back to reality. Gigi said that her daddy was in and out, and he was constantly in and out of prison. She says she don't know how he keep going in and out, and it was ridiculous. Gigi mama said she can't. Gigi said her mama can't keep projecting her relationship trauma to her, and she said that's not what it is. She said she's very confident and believe that everything will work out. So Gigi and her mother made a bet. They pinky sweared on the bet. Her mama bet on 90 days, and Gigi was like, she a hopeless romantic it a bit, bet longer. She says that she wants her fairy tale and happy. She better not. She want her fairy tale ending, and she see him and her being married. She want the positive. She's gonna go into this positively and all of that. Now, here's the kicker, and it's going to work. Now, she said all that in the confessional, and I felt embarrassed for the girl when this came out. Listen, Damon had his confessional. Listen to this. Hold y'all horses. In his confessional, he says he know Gigi is obsessed with him, but it's something he hasn't told her. He says he want to be able to be upfront and honest, because once you starting to lie and keep lying, you got to keep lying. You got to keep lying. He say, but he's trying to work out the kinks, and he trying to figure it out so it won't bite him in the butt later on. Baby, when this man said he wants his cake and eat it too, he said, my bad, y'all. He said he want his cake and eat it too. So Gigi told her mama she getting on her nerves. Her mama say she going to continue to get on her nerves until she say, "Mama, you was right." Yeah, that's what she said. And she was like, "Oh my God." So then, this who we meet. Oh, I forgot to change my thumbnail, my background. Hold on, y'all. Because we can't have that background. This our background. So hold on. Let me take them down real quick. I forgot to turn it. I was rushing to come over here. So every time, I want to let y'all know, every time we do this, we're gonna be meeting lovers and seeing lovers in print with their prison babes, okay? Until they come home. This is our background now, right? Now I couldn't find nothing with no bars or nothing, but this is how they're gonna be lovers, okay? Don't judge me, right? So then we make Kaylee. Yeah, that's what she said. 3 husbands, 4 kids, possibly 4 baby daddies. I don't really know. And he stay in Arizona. Now, the kick about Kaylee and her new man, we meet Kaylee and Michael. This is like a shotgun from hell. I feel like it is. And between Goddess and Kaylee, they have trauma some type of way connected to this, and we're gonna get into that too, because you're gonna learn that we're gonna learn them 2 women have some traumas. Oh, when we get into their traumas, we see why. So Kaylee met Michael. Now Kaylee live in Arizona with her 4 kids. And the kids were sitting down making them welcome gifts because she was with him before. Now we're gonna get into how she was with him, because we thought maybe they just met or whatever. No, baby. She was with this man before. Oh, we finna get into it before he went to prison. Oh, mama told all the tea. He looked like it, don't he? Oh, we finna get into how mama told her tea on this. Yeah. So Kaylee says that all her relationships have been a hot mess. So she said she could have 3, like she said, 3 husbands, 4 kids, 4 kids. She's very sarcastic, and that's how she hides her pain. Because what y'all gonna notice when she talk about trauma, she gets very sarcastic and very, But she said 4 kids, possibly 4 baby daddies. I don't really know, right? And then she tell the kids that Michael will not be home, that he's going to a halfway house for a bit at first, and then he'll be home. So Kaylee say she was married 4 times, okay? First, when she was young, when she had a 15-year-old daughter. Her second one, she had an alcohol addiction, which is a product of, I think, the boy got to be the second one. Or no, the oldest second girl, because I think it's 3 girls and 1 boy. Yeah. Then she said, which I think in the third one, when the 2 youngest ones came along. In the third one, she met him through her mom, who has no good judgment because her mama used to work with the man and they got married. Now her fourth one is Michael, who is her high school friend. And she said that they were high school sweethearts. Well, and they were friends, and with benefits before he went to prison. She gave a little bit of that, but she didn't say how many times, right? She said when she met Michael, she said, that basically they went to school together. He had braces. They used to talk. Oh, baby. No, I'm gonna tell you why. She got a lot she gotta work on. I seen that. When we get down to the meat and potatoes, to the mama telling the tea, and her telling the tea on her mama, she got a lot to work on. She said that, and see, Michael say he came to Arizona and moved. He said when he moved to Arizona, he said he learned that when you move somewhere or visit, you either gonna catch a case or go back home with probation. He had caught 2 charges and did prison for 6 years. He got his business degree on the inside. He got a certificate for something else on the inside. He said he met Kaylee in high school and they went their separate ways, right? And they came back together. He got I think he got 1 or 2 kids with other people, and they came back together. He said what he liked about Kaylee. I feel like he liked Kaylee, but it's something he don't like about Kaylee. We're gonna get into that soon. She was funny, she's beautiful, and he said when he got locked up, they got married. So Kaylee oldest daughter has some concerns, right? And she said because when they go see him, it's different. Meaning Kaylee daughter, her kids are used to yes, or if mommy don't get it, grandma got it. Okay, that we can call grandma. Michael is going to say no because he feels like no. Like sometimes you got to say no. So, Kaylee told her child, listen, she said, I appreciate your concerns, but she the laid back parent, and she feels like somebody got to be the bad guy when it comes to it a bit. Not much, but a little bit. So she said she need help with them. And her oldest daughter, 15, she was like, listen, I need help with y'all. Excuse me. She said, I need help with y'all. She said, I need y'all to understand. Y'all need a little male figure in here sometimes. Y'all, I feel like Michael probably, he going to be a little tight. But when it comes to the girls and the kids, they might win him over later on in the long run. I see that happening. It's just something that he say all that now, but I feel like it's going to be a sweet spot somewhere for them kids and his kids. So then she came out and said that, when her and Michael's first dated, she was 280 pounds because he liked to work out. She would work out with him. She lost 100 pounds. We finna get into the tea with all that 100 pounds. The rest of the body fat went. She said she went to Mexico for a mommy makeover. She had them suck out the fats on her sides and put it in her bum. So she get a phone call from Michael while the child is there. She asked him what he needed, and he said he want to see the tattoo on her butt. He didn't know the little girl was there, in the kitchen. And I'm gonna tell you something. She didn't continue that conversation. She shut that junk down. I give that to her. He say, "Oh, I want you to bend over so I can see my initials on your." She said, nope, nope, we're not doing that." And I think he got the hint. The daughter was in the kitchen because she shut it down real quick. And I said, "Oh, he caught on. He read the room." She put him in. Hey, we're not doing that. Kids is in here, and he read the room like, "Okay, I got you." So he told her the list of stuff he needed, honey. He talking about shaving kit, all that. When I say everything. Now, Kaylee said her finances are not the best, and she never told him. She thinks he don't know about her finances. But I'm gonna show y'all how Michael know. When we get towards the end, y'all gonna learn Michael know about them finances. Somebody lied. We finna get into it. She say she don't know how to tell him and stuff like that. She say they're not the best, and she never told him. This is what she's saying. She never told him. She say she goes by with her husband, asks for forgiveness, then asking for permission of what she can do. He goes by, what the F are you doing? So when they get ready to close out from that, she say, wow, after she got off the phone, Because she said in confessional, she said her daughter say, wow, that's a really long list. Like, that's a lot. All right, y'all. So we got a coming back. I'm a little concerned for Monique. I'm a little concerned. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I'm concerned after I read this, but I feel like he is the one. But let me explain something to y'all. They both been hurt, and I feel like he don't trust because somehow his hurt is gonna put him to push her away, and the same with her. And they need to work on that. They need to work on that. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel like he been hurting them, and they both been hurt, and insecurities are going to play on them losing this relationship if they don't figure out some kind of way to let that hurt go and put a little trust and learn to just trust in each other so far. Okay. Now I am a little red flag with Titus on something, but I want to tell y'all now this is not how Titus look, y'all. Titus look, when y'all see how he really look, totally different. But I want to tell, like, he's more fatter, a little more muscular, you could tell, and longer hair. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something. Titus, if he don't fix his insecurities to whatever happened to him before Monique, and the same with her, this relationship ain't gonna last. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So we go to meet Monique and Titus. Monique decides to tell us, I'm back, itches. She said, I know I told y'all I'd never date another man in prison. She said, but when it came to Titus, I couldn't help it. So Monique tells producers to leave Short Kings alone, they the devil, and then she started laughing, child. So then they show clips of her and Derek from the previous season. Now we all know she done fought the trans sister and fought people and all that stuff. For Derek had her running and chasing behind and stuff. Had her going on car cheap speed chases with the producers because somebody he dealt with was crazy and was chasing them down and wanted to, all of that stuff. We done saw him left for the Tubi Star, then come back, then went back to the Tubi Star, got her pregnant, had a child. It's a lot with Derek. He done cheated before, and she says she moved on with her life. Monique has lost 100 pounds. She's been working out consistently. And she lost another person, which was 140 pounds. And she was talking about Derek. She said he was toxic. She said she has a new Monique. She's more confident. She didn't expect to fall in love with another prisoner, but she met Titus. And then we get into Titus. So Titus has been incarcerated for 13 years, and he told about his charges. So Monique said that he had a kidnapping charge, and she gave an example of a kidnapping charge, and she kind of explained what it was. Okay. Titus says he met Monique 8 months ago and saw her on a dating site. Monique first saw Titus' pictures. She thought he was fine, tall, and fit, and he was fit for her. He said he did 14 days in a hole. He came out and she was still riding from him, still looking for him, checking on him and everything. So they both started talking about a relationship. They had conversations about it and they decided to get into the relationship and give it a try. So Monique, on her way from, I think she was leaving a boutique or somewhere, and she gets a call from Titus on her way home. And she says when she see him, he'll get a real kiss. And he was like, he can't wait. And so Monique says it's tough being away from her family and friends, but she is a content creator and a wig influencer, which she is. Ever since then, all her new wigs and stuff come from wig influencers. She even does it on her Instagram, because I've been following her. She does do content and makeup content as well. So she does very good makeup content and wig content. And I think she does have some for clothes and stuff like that too. So she says she could do that anywhere. And she decided to move from Chicago to Cleveland, Ohio. And she wanted to show him that she was committed to her relationship, to have a relationship with him. Her and Titus never saw each other, and she is very nervous now. She asked him while he was on FaceTime, was he excited to come home to her? He said, am I excited to come home to you? And we're going to learn why Titus asked this question. Because at first everybody was like, that's a red flag. Girl, don't do that. But then when I heard what I say, wait a minute. What happened to his relationships? We need the producers to get deep into that. But we're going to talk about why he asked that. So, he flirts back. He tells her while she asks that again, she say, You heard me. She said, "Are you excited to come home to me?" And then she said, he told her after she asked her again and say she looked pretty, her makeup on point, and her girls are sitting. So she jiggled the girls. Child, he said she flirts back, and then she goes in her confession and says she loves him very much. The chemistry is amazing. So Titus, they go back and Titus say, I want to see something. So Monique kicked out the cameras, child, and say, oh, you want to see something? Hold on. Done kicked out the cameras and started proceed to show him something, right? So she goes in her confessional. She says she see herself marrying Titus and having a happy ending. The same, she say she want him to have the same things that he talk about in there. She want him to do his big one when he get out. Meaning don't do all that shortcoming. I need to see some action. Okay. So then now we finna go to Emily. Now remember, Emily told us she was a lactician at the brothel. Let me put my laptop up here. I gotta get prepared for this, cause I said, did this heifer? Wait, heifer, did you just wait a minute? When he watched this, do you not? Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me pull Emily up. I said, wait, what? No, this one, cause we got another couple I gotta post on here too. We got 2 more couples being added, y'all. But we're gonna do 2 more tomorrow. We're gonna add them 2 more tomorrow. So we get back to Emily. Oh, Lord Jesus. Emily is at the brothel. She gets her suitcase and stuff. I'm thinking she's staying with the friend and go to the brothel every night. No, baby. She at the brothel saying hey to the manager, hi, and all of that. Emily is not a brothel letition. Maybe she was telling us she was an ex-worker the whole time. I'm thinking doing something with me. I don't know. I'm not thinking that. Emily is an ex-worker. She is one of the brothel girls. Emily says she started doing this becoming a single, when she became a single parent. She's staying at the brothel called Bella's. Now, if you guys are familiar, this is a sidebar with Nevada. Y'all know in Nevada is you can do that type of stuff, right? That's the norm. I mean, casino, all that stuff, that's Nevada, okay? So she got introduced to the ladies and they showed her room. So I feel like she kind of lied to Justin because in a way, I don't think she told him that she's staying at the brothel or she have clients, but because she even said she kind of lied about some of the things too. She kind of did say that. So she said she started becoming an ex-worker, an adult worker to take care of her son. She said because it was hard to put food on the table, and she would make 10 to 20K for her and her son in a week, and that's what kept food on the table, his clothes, all that stuff. She said that's how I keep my son fed. Her thing is, we're gonna get into how she wants to kind of stop, and she's looking at Justin to get himself together so she don't have to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And she can be more involved with her son. She understands why Justin is upset, and he tells her to be different when he gets out, but she hoping he hold his end of the bargain, like, because she don't want to keep doing that. And she says she don't catch feelings with her clients, it's just business. So she was talking to the manager about her looks and clients and her client, because some clients don't like her look and she want to be able to make her money, and she the new girl. And the manager was like, no, baby, you fine. You look good. They gonna like you. It's okay. You gonna make your coin out here. And, you got a spot where you can negotiate with your clients how much they gonna be paying you for your services. She said, okay, cool. So, she step out, she go outside and he calls and she talked to Justin. She tell him she can't be on the phone with him too much because she got to get ready for tonight and see what time he can talk to her after he talked to the people with parole. He says he don't know, to be honest. He said he don't think they're going to see him. So she asked and say, what do you mean? He said, I don't think they're going to see me with my parole because he has some misconducts for fighting. He said that they probably won't see him till October of 2026. They filmed this last year. So she go, what the F? Oh my God. All right. And then we left out with her. So then we go back to, now this the tea, y'all. Get your sippy cups. Get your tea, get your drink, whatever you sip on, whatever you like, your sippy cup, your snacks. Because, baby, this storyline with these two, I believe that we'll be coming back. And I'm going to tell you why I believe that Gigi might be okay with what he want Gigi to do, because I believe the baby mama going to be okay for whatever reason. We going to talk. You heard me right, baby mama. We finna get into it. Hold your horse. So we go back to Gigi and her baby daddy, okay? So she at home, she cooking, preparing food, her and she said, she's going from a family of 3 to 8 because she's a mom of 2 kids and she got 2 fur babies, and then Damon has 4 kids. Now Damon sit here and tell us that he, before he went in, he didn't miss any time with his kids. Every function, everything they needed, he was there. Now, Gigi said that she had her daughter at 16 who was 11. And she said, Mr. Gerard is like Gigi's stepdaddy. He like her daddy because that's her baby daddy father, right? So he talks to Gigi, like, even though they didn't work out, to him, that's like his daughter. He know what it's like growing up rough, and he understands Gigi, father is not there. And he known Gigi since she was a teenager, right? They were teen parents. He's still active, right? He still come over. They still have conversations. He makes sure the well-being, not just for his granddaughter, but he want Gigi, whoever she be with, to be happy, and not just for her, but for his grandchild and her. And she has a 4-year-old son as well. And for the 4-year-old son, he say, I'm like a father to her. He know how these ninjas is out here, basically. Okay. So he calls her, right, while they're there. So the baby daddy was in the kitchen and he said, who that is, her man on the phone? He was like, how you feel about that? She gonna be around your daughter. He said, I really don't care. He said, but I just want to know he cool, and I do want to meet him because he's gonna be in my child's life. And he said, okay, so Mr. Gerard, he go over there and he asked, and the baby daddy go over there and asked to talk to him, that they want to meet in person. So the mom was like, yeah, I would, but I want to meet y'all in person. And he was like, okay, that's cool. But Mr. Gerald didn't like that. Mr. Gerard, he didn't like that. He agreed to it, but he didn't like it because he felt like he hid something. Oh, we finna get into what he hiding, baby. Just hold on to your horse. So he asked, so she hung up and said, I'm gonna call you back. So he asked, was it serious? And she said, yeah, they talked about, and asked about him, like what he did. She talked about his charges, stuff that he did. She said he got 4 baby mamas. He said, you don't think that's a red flag? She said, not really. She said, you being judgy. And he was like, no, I just want you to be careful. Because remember, I grew up rough, but I wasn't in jail. I wasn't in trouble. I just want you to be careful. So he basically talking to her like her father would tell him. She had her daddy her life. Hell yeah, hell no, you ain't like that, right? But he understand, like, she's grown. So the mind says that he's in a love triangle between Gigi and his daughter mother. So we're thinking he calling Gigi back. He's calling the baby mama back. He calling the baby mama. He telling the baby mama he can't wait to come see her for real. He said he wants his baby mama and Gigi in a poly relationship. He said he want them married. And that's what he looks forward to, with the both of them to have married, living together, entertaining each other, all that stuff. That's what he said. He said he want both of them. So then we go back to Monique's house. So Monique got a knock on the door, and it was Titus' cousin. So he came to help install the rain camera. She think it's one rain camera. Yes, girl. Yes. Damon said he want them all together, loving each other, married. He wants a poly relationship. He said he didn't. Let me say this: the adult entertainment that they can have with each other. He said that he don't want the adult entertainment with just one-on-one. He want adult entertainment with the both of them. Showers, all that freaky stuff. Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, yeah, that's what he said. She don't know this. She's now Gigi around here telling, her baby daddy, he feel like it's something going on. Because he said he like to have his cake and eat it too. That's what the mom said. So he feel like, okay, why not both of them, right? But he's not doing it as, if I do that, it don't cause this and that. We can do this together. We like certain people in poly relationships look at it. He looking at it because I just want to, and I want the both of them, and I'm gonna still continue to F her and F her regardless of what it is. So that's what I'm gonna do. Do I feel like Gigi and the baby mama would do it? Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you something. If Gigi didn't have her mama and that baby daddy to intervene and put some thoughts in her head, Gigi would go for it. Very greedy. Gigi would go for it. I believe she would go for it. If the mama, if she could keep that away with that situation, Gigi will go for it. I really do, because she says she obsessed with him. She might not be that damn obsessed if she say no, but I really believe she would do it. And we're going to see, because we're going to do part 2 tomorrow. We're going to continue that tomorrow, because they left us off with that, honey. Yes, they did. So this where Monique got real funky. And she started peeping stuff. I don't know why Titus' cousin thought he could see how things go and how this be. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. We going to Monique and Titus. So Titus' cousin came knocking on the door to help install cameras at her home. Now Monique thought he was coming to install just a Ring camera. Titus' cousin came with 2 more cameras. And I'm going to tell you what them 2 more cameras was for. So she say, I thought you were just installing the Ring camera. What's them 2 other cameras? He say, no, we installing 3 cameras. She say 3. He say, yeah. He say 1 for the front, 1 for the back, and 1 for the bedroom. I say, wait, what? She say bedroom. What? I don't know what he talking about. What she say? So Titus called. He say, yeah, since they know how to come in and out of the bedroom. So basically, Titus got cameras installed to see if she is cheating on him. Not knowing Monique has been cheated on and tarnished like crazy on social media by Derek. Let's get into it. Titus called and his cousin and asked him to step outside. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to talk about, this and that. Titus asked his cousin, how is her aura and what's the aura in the house? How is she? What you think about her? Titus' cousin say she cool. And he walked in as cool and ain't that. He was like, man, she seemed like a cool girl. I feel like y'all good. You know what I'm saying? So Monique, he was like, listen, man, she good. I could tell. Like, no. So Monique, they go to Monique and she was like, what the hell? Monique was like, I don't know why he asked him to step out. He couldn't wait. I don't know what he had to talk to in private. Like, we supposed to be honest with each other. He couldn't wait till he got home. Exactly. That's it. And she was like, I don't like that. All these private conversations. He was like, man, I've been in here and how folks turned their back. Because he said when he went in the hole, he said people turned their back on him when he was in there for 14 days. And his cousin was like, man, you ain't got nothing to worry about with her. Like, I could tell you don't. Like, you ain't got nothing to worry about. He was like, I don't understand why she won't come see me then if I got nothing to worry about. So he's doing 13. But what I believe is when he went into the hole, whoever he was seeing before he met Monique or didn't know where it was going, or when he went in, they cheated on him or did something and got caught. And that's why he got his cousin doing it. Something happened to where he did this and they had somebody, or he was expecting to go home to them and didn't expect to talk to Monique, and they had somebody at home. While he was away. Yep. So then she asked him, she asked him when he came back in, he asked him and he said, you don't understand why she won't come see him. She must got somebody. And he came in there, And she was like, you know what? Before he came in, she was like, I'm kind of scared because in her confessional, she was like, she's scared. No, she told Titus, she like, I'm scared to go see him because they want to search you and all that stuff. So Titus' cousin say he just got out. He said he understand. He said he did like 2 or 3 years with Titus. He said he understand. He said, but at the same time, that shouldn't bother you for going to go see him. Just go see him. He want to see you. So, you know, she said he was fat, and then so the cousin said he trying to see the red flag, so he was gonna test Monique. So when he got into the room, he was like, "Can I sit on your bed?" She said, I don't know what you think this is, and she passed the test. Now that's how I know whoever he was with, something happened. But he told her, he say, man, he say, go see him, man. He say, like, he kept telling her, no, don't do that, go see him. And then she say that she feels like Titus needs to trust her. She kind of scared because of what happened. But at the same time, Monique don't trust him either. And, you know, she say she loves Titus. She's still going to go in with it. And he's still going to go in with her. But you could tell they both went through a very bad, nasty breakup, and then including cheating. Because they both, she's not trusting in nothing either. He's not either. So if they both don't got no trust and they ain't let that go, then what the hell they think gonna happen? Because in my mind, if y'all don't trust each other, then let's be for real. Like, what y'all got? Nothing. So y'all can't go through this not trusting each other because it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't understand it. So we go back to Kaylee. Oh Lord Jesus. Kaylee got some trauma. She got bad trauma. We finna get into it, y'all. And I feel like whatever happened to her, she trying not to have it for her kids, but she going about it the wrong way. It's sad. We gonna talk about it's sad. It's sad, y'all. So Kaylee is telling her kids that they were having sandwiches for dinner. And the oldest daughter said, no, I'm not having that. She said, you not. She said, no, I'll call grandma. Child, she texts grandma that they were going to have sandwiches. They ain't got no food, I guess. Mama ain't cooked nothing. Girl, y'all, tell me why grandma showed up with the uncle with a bag to take out. When I say everybody had salad and food, takeout for everybody. Now, the 15-year-old got to sit in with the conversation, but the 3 youngest ones were in their room. They couldn't be in the conversation. So grandma showed up to save the day. So Kaylee said, are you serious? When she saw it. And she brought everybody dinner. The kids, Kaylee, 2 brothers, everybody, even herself. Everybody had food. Everybody. They were eating lovely. They were eating lovely takeout. So they had a conversation, and Kaylee says that she's the head of the family. She's the oldest, and she says she's the product of a one-night stand. She never met her father. And you know, her brother, and she said that Mike was gonna have a lot to adjust when he get home because her family always come over for dinner. And I think Kaylee said she always help her family. And so Kaylee mom was going to have a conversation, and then Kaylee mom said, you know, she don't cook steak, and that's why she don't have a steak knife. And Kaylee said, I don't, because her brother asked, why we got butter knives? Like, where's the knife? She said, she don't cook steak. And then Kaylee mom said she wanted to talk about her future, and Kaylee got a bit sarcastic, say, yeah, I plan to graduate high school. She said, that's not the problem. She said, the point is, Michael showed you, this is what she said, who he was twice. I said twice. Wait a minute, grandma, tell us all the tea, because Kaylee ain't giving us the whole synopsis of this. And then when we go to the end about how Mike is, we see where this gonna go. And I think Kaylee need to save her motherfucking money, because I feel like Mike playing her, and I don't like it. And I'm gonna show you how. We're gonna get into it, but maybe we're missing something. So Kaylee said that she need to Kaylee needs to figure it out if he can do. Basically, her mom say Kaylee needs to figure out if he can do great before moving him in, basically, and if they're both on the same page with things, because he keeps going in and out. So Kaylee mom was like, she want her brothers to jump on the bandwagon, right? And her brother he said this to Kaylee's mom. He said, you telling her about her choice in men, but your choice in men basically it wasn't right. But what was Kaylee shown? I say, oh my God. He questioned the both of them, the brother, one of the brothers, not the other one, the other brother. Because she got two. And her mom said she didn't want, she said she didn't make great choices with Kaylee. She didn't. She basically said that, but if she wants better for her kids, why would you go down the same path? And we're going to talk about how these paths are similar. She says Kaylee says that her mom had a gambling addiction and spent $5,000 in a casino. She said she was a product of a one-night stand, and she also said her mother wasn't around until she was 10, 11. Kaylee said she brought home a man, and they were married. They got married. And she said it was trauma for that. And I wrote down Kaylee has trauma. And I'm going to tell you how Kaylee, and before I wrote that, it says Kaylee smiles and sighs. And I noticed, if y'all going to watch it, when Kaylee talk about her trauma, she smiles, she sighs, and she hold back tears. Whatever happened with that man broke her. And you see it in her face. And then Kaylee says she loved her mom. She said her mom changed a lot. She said her mom wasn't a good mom till now. And I say Kaylee got trauma. She has trauma from her childhood, and it shows. She says her mom is a good mom now, but it's a work in progress. Kaylee says it is what it is. Her mom says she spent $13,000 already on Michael. Her daughter trying to defend Kaylee was like, well, her daughter defended Kaylee and was like, well, I mean, just because he went to jail doesn't make him a bad person. Her grandma said, well, he been to jail twice. Hello? Kaylee says, well, and her daughter keep trying to get a word in, right? So Kaylee says it's not $20,000 she sent him, because her mama says she sent up to $20,000. She say it's not $20,000. She say it's actually $42,000 that she sent Michael. Her brother said that's a down payment on a house, and I agree. Kaylee said she thought it was nothing when she was doing it because it didn't seem bad because she'll send $600 here and there to Michael all the time. Her mother said that's kind of like a downsize because you could have had done other things to give it to someone in prison. And I agree, because we're going to get into Michael. Michael a little shady to me. Michael and his mama are going to be a problem. And I'm going to tell you why when we get to the end. Because my thing is, are you hustling money out this woman and saving it, and then you talk junk about her? Oh, we finna get into that, because I didn't like that. And the mama tells her, well, so is you saving the money she gave you to use it if y'all get in debt, or is you saving it to hold on to it so you can walk out? That's what I'm looking at. Oh, we getting into it today. Kaylee says she knows that prison is expensive for what he tells her. She's never been to prison, but Mike has no idea the pressure on her in carrying a family on her medical job because she works at urgent care. And I've kind of got questions, but I'm going to wait until more into the season, because if you're carrying your family, do they not want you to be with somebody in prison so it can take the load off you while you carrying them? It's like I have questions, and I feel like Kaylee is stuck and trying to do something because she don't want to look like the bad guy. So Kaylee mom's asked her, she said, how you guys are going to survive? Will he get a job, a car? How are you going to help you? What's the plan? And she said, whatever you decide to do, I support you, but I don't have to agree with it. And so Kaylee started crying and said she's sorry. And her brother asked a good question. He said if he was a woman and he chose this same path, would Kaylee not be worried? And Kaylee said that she see it, she doesn't have wolves over her eyes. Her brother said, but you choose to look at the glass half empty. I say, oh. He said I'm sorry, half full. It's half, you're looking at it halfway full instead of looking at it being a full cup of glass, to where for not just you feeling it, but him fulfilling it for you, and you filling it up for each other. I say, damn, but how can she fill up his glass when she got things that she need to be filled herself? How can you keep giving and you're not receiving on any end? Or there are not things that you need to work on for you to be better and to see what it is, so you won't keep putting you and your kids through the situation, but it's like your marriages. Oh, poor baby. She got trauma. She said she nervous from the last time that she was married. She said it was awful. It was awful. She said, but being with Michael, that is what she understood and what she loved to like. And she's going to be with him, and she's going to try it, and she hoped they don't break up. And I wanted to cry for her. Oh, I wanted to cry for her. I'm going to tell you why. Between her and Gigi, I be wanting to cry for them. They are the two most, I think Monique got some trauma she don't want to talk about. And I think hers is a little insecurities, and she's growing to learn that, being secure. But when it comes to Gigi and when it comes to Monique, they are the product of what they've seen. And it's going to cost them a lot in the end. And it's so sad to see them and their mothers. They're the product. Like Gigi said, she watched her mama. Her mom even said that her be in it, have men in and out, dealing with men in prison. And then you have, Kaylee, who was a product of a one night stand, and she never seen her mom being financially stable. And then when a man came around, it was some trauma with that. And it's sad because she's trying so hard, her and Gigi, to not create those same scenarios, but they're finding themselves in the same situations. That's what it seemed like, right? Child, so then we go to Michael. Whew. Michael called his mama. This would piss me off. I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to get into it. He asks how much he has in the account. She says it's $14K some change. And his mom says that she's going to send his savings. I think when he gets out, because he will be getting out soon, he knows that Kaylee is in debt. And what I think he's going to do is either pay her debt or run away with the money. But we got to see how this play out. We can't say which one. We got to see how. And I'm going to tell you what he said, to where I'm kind of like, he's saving just a stunt, and that's the money she been giving him, which is fucked up. Okay? But, or is he really? Because I feel like, let me read it, and then we're going to get into what I feel, because I feel like he's going to be very tight pinch budget when it comes to Kaylee in their marriage and the kids. She's saying they have to have a joint account to get the money. He said he is financial illiterate. He saves his money and count everything because his homeboys have showed him. He said if he got to spend 10 cents, he wanted to go up 10 cents more because that's not enough. And he says Kaylee has a spending problem. He said, and she puts herself in debt and in jeopardy, so that won't work for him. He tells his mother his wife's spending is not going to work. She said, of course not, and that's where we were left. So he's finna put Kaylee on a tight ass budget with 4 kids, plus his children. Meaning, if it's not needed or anything that is needed, there's no need to touch it. Or he's been saving the money just in case. We'll see when he get out, how that go. Something about Michael, I'm already not a fan of, especially the mammy too. Excuse my French, the mama. Because if you know that, why not have a conversation and say I'm not trying to overstep, but we have to wait and see. Now, when we get into it, we are going to meet, when we do part 2, we're going to meet 2 new couples. Baby. Child, oh, we're going to meet them. We're going to talk about them tomorrow. One of them, they think she's being catfished from this man, and he might be older than what he say he is, or younger than what he say he is, or got something going on. Then we got the man that made a girl that's from Swedish and locked up. Child, I don't, the storylines, honey, these are a lot for me. Exactly. All her spending is on him. So how does she spend too much if it's on him and it's in his account? Some ain't adding up to me. Some ain't adding up. I really feel like that. Some ain't right with Mr. Michael here. And we're going to have to see what that is. But y'all, I'm finna end this live. Who is it? 6:45. We're gonna do Lit Live Saturday. We're gonna finish part 3 today. Well, we're gonna get into part 3. And then, because I want another part to be about the kids. But we're going to get into part 3 about Zolo leaving, her finding out she was pregnant. We leaving out from that and meeting Joey. We're going to talk about Desmond and Kristen. Who, honey? And Suge and Finesse. And how he think Moneybag Yo done sent him to prison. I don't, child. Anyway, but he been beefing with everybody. So that's, but yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. But I will see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow will be part 2 because I think it's another part 2. They did 2-part series last night. We're gonna do part 2 tomorrow because I gotta write my notes, and it's gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna watch that tonight after the live, and we'll be geared up for part 2. But let me know what y'all think. And we got open panel tonight, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think because this gonna be our background every time we talk about it. Here we go. This our background, y'all. Lovers and Prince and visiting. This AI. That's why they touching and they ain't supposed to. Okay, so love doing lockup. We will be talking about it every week. Y'all buckle up, child. Have your drinks. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.